Dear students, learners, yesterday I taught preposition. In the context of teaching preposition, I taught what is preposition, what is the importance of preposition, how is preposition used in the context of writing correct sentence. I also told that without using preposition, there is no importance of sentence. Sentence becomes meaningful. As for example, do you book, eat, table? This sentence is completely meaningful. Whenever I tell this book is on the table, here on is preposition and it has made the sentence meaningful. After using on, the sentence has become completely meaningful. I am teaching with reference of class 10th, and whatever the important prepositions that I am dealing with one by one. Class 10th. English language. I told preposition is one of the important parts of speech, and I have already described. A preposition is a word used before noun or pronoun to show its relation to some other words in a sentence. It means preposition is used before noun and pronoun. Whenever I change the sentence, it is changed into two syllables. Pre plus position. Pre plus position. Pre means before and position means place. Place means it is before noun or pronoun. It is also called preposed. What is called? It is also called preposed. That is preposition. It means it is quite exact as per definition given. Definition is this, that a preposition is a word used before noun or pronoun to show its relation to some other words in the sentence. In the context of dealing preposition, I told preposition changes the meaning of the word, and I told that whenever there is a word that is called, and after call, whenever in is used, the meaning of this preposition is call in a doctor. It has been used in sentence, and whenever I tell the Prime Minister called at the president, there is great difference between the meaning of the two sentences. The first sentence describes that doctor requires to be called, and the second sentence describes that the Prime Minister went to the residence of the president to meet him. It means it is the importance of the preposition. The word is the same, call, but first I have used at, and second I have used in. In means call in a doctor. Here the sentence describes the importance of the preposition in the context of using in. Whenever we write in the another word, call at, it means it is completely different from the first sentence. So it is the importance of the preposition, and in a nutshell, I do want to say that preposition changes the meaning of the word as it is used from time to time with one preposition and another preposition. Call at bears completely another meaning. call in completely carry on different meaning. Call off, call at, call on, like this. When you have preposition is used after that very word and you will pronoun or pronoun, meaning will completely change. Now I want to tell you, yesterday I taught you between, among and amongst. I told between is used to represent two things or ideas. As for example, divide money between Ram and Syam. Among is used more than two. It means it is told in a sentence that divide money between Ram, Syam and Mohan. And when you have be used amongst also refers more than two, but before vowel. Divide money amongst all of us. One by one, I am using the preposition and you have to pay your attention to learn what is taught. If you are mindful, you will be able to learn what is being taught. And it is necessary for you to be mindful in the context of learning preposition. Try to understand, my dear learners. I am going to describe. Prepose, I have already told you, prepose means before, in front of. It is used in front of noun and pronoun. Here, I take the another word is on, upon, and over. On, upon, and over. Here, I have written three prepositions. First is on, thereafter upon, after it over. On is used to indicate stagnation, stability. On is used to show stagnation. Stagnation. It means stability. Stagnation and stability. Stability. While upon shows motion. While upon shows motion. And over is used for above. Over is used or above, above, but not touching, T-O-U-C-H-I-N-G, but not touching. Try to understand. On is used for stability, whereas upon is used for motion. It shows motion. And over is used just above. It means the meaning of the three prepositions is above, but it is for stability, and upon is for motion, and this over means above, but not touching. In that context, these prepositions are used. Just I am going to use in sentence, and it will be clarified to be understood by you very clearly. You see here. Here we find on has been used, on preposition has been used, and it showed stagnation, it showed stagnancy and stability. When we write the jump upon the table. It shows motion. Just ever. But whenever it is used in the context of motion. And whenever we write the fan is running over the head. Here, just above but not touching. In that context, over is used. So, I go on to say on is for stability, just above, as for example, the book is on the table. Upon is used for motion, just above, as for example, the cat jumped upon the table. And over means also above, but it does not touch. As for example, it has been used in the sentence, the fan is running over the head. It means fan is not touching, but running just above the head, just over the head. In that context, these three prepositions have been used one by one, and it has shown the effect of the preposition that plays an important role in the context of writing a sentence. Again, next. Beside and besides. There are two. Beside means just by the side of. Beside means just by the side of. Just by the side of. By the side of. Whereas besides means in addition to. What I have told? I have told beside means just by the side of, and beside means in addition to. It is also called except. How is it used in sentence? Here you look at Aman is sitting beside Raman. Aman is sitting just beside Raman. Just beside Raman. Jack is learning mathematics besides computer. In the first sentence, it has been shown, it has been used in the sentence, Aman is sitting just beside Raman. Here it has been used in the context of by the side of. Next, Jack is learning mathematics besides computer. It means here besides has been used in form of in addition to, that is called except. In this context, the two prepositions beside and besides have been used. The next, we can by and with. By used, by is used. Before the doer of the action or the action, while with is used before the instrument of the action, before the instrument of the action, before the instrument of the action. It means what I told, by used before the doer of the action, while with used before the instrument of the action. It means with is used. What do I want to write? I want to write with before the instrument of the action. What I told and what I have written, by used before the doer of the action, while with is used, while with is used, with is used before, this is used before the instrument, before the instrument of the action, before the instrument of the action. As for example, I am going to use in sentence. A book has been written by the author. Here by has been used before the doer. By has been used before the doer. The second sentence, the snake was killed with a stick. The snake was killed with a stick. Here, in the first, by has been used before the doer and with has been used before the instrument. Before the instrument. That is why it has been defined, it has been told by used in the context of before the action of the doer and with used in the context of the before the instrument of the action. This is the difference between by and with in the context of it using in sentence. Next, in and into. In and into. In is also shows stability. In is also used. In is used for stability. For the purpose of showing stability. Stability. Whereas in is used to show into is used. Into is used for motion. Into is used for motion. M-O-D-I-O-N. Into is used for motion. What I have told? In is for stagnation, for stability. And Into is used for motion. As for example, whenever I am going to use in the sentence, thereafter it will be completely clarified. These two prepositions in and into will be completely clarified. First, I am going to use the teacher is standing in the room. The teacher is standing in the room. Here we find the sense of stability. When we write, the frog fell into the river. The frog fell into the well. Here it is motion and here it is stability. It means it is quite clear to be said in is for stability, whereas into is for motion, and it has been used in sentence one by one. The teacher is standing in the room. Teacher is in the position of stagnation. He is not in the position of motion. He is not showing any kind of action that shows that a teacher who is standing in the room is in a condition of motion. That is why in that context in has been used. Whenever into has been used, it has shown that the frog fell into the well. It means it shows there is a motion that has been shown by the frog in the context of falling down into the well. So here it completely indicates motion, and in this context into has been used. As for example, it has been written in the sentence, the frog fell into the well. The frog fell into the river. In this way, that I want to tell you that you have to learn very minutely how to understand the importance of preposition. As per your class I am teaching you, and what is the importance, that is preposition, it must be learned by you, and in course of learning you have to also know how to use in sentences, how to make sentence correctly by applying the method of preposition that is being taught by me one by one. The next I am going to describe a small place. At in your or a small place. At is used for a small place. For a small place. Whereas it is used for a big place. It is used for a big place. It is used for a big place. But I told at is used for a small place. Whereas in is used for a what is called big place. And so no. In this context I have written at is used before showing the small place. My younger brother lives at village, and my elder brother lives in Delhi. Here it has been written, my younger brother lives at village and my elder brother lives in Delhi. Here I have been used before a small place, whereas in has been used for a big place. Big place means Delhi. That is a very big place. For that in has been used. So it should as per the definition of at and in. At is used for a small place, whereas in is used for a big place, and it has been used in the sentence. Next, to and towards. To and towards. To and towards. Both are in the context of going from one place to another place. To and towards. But to indicates point of time. To indicates point. Complete point. To shows complete point or complete point. C-O-M-P-L-E-T, complete point. Here, while towards shows in the direction of that very point. While towards shows in the direction of that side, in the direction of to that very side, to that very direction, to that very side, to the direction of the side, in the direction of the side. Here, to is for completely stable point. To refers point, whereas towards refers in the direction. As for example, I am going to write down, and it will be very clear fact to be understood by you. I have used to and towards, and here Ravi is going to GBMIS, means school, first sentence. Another, Ravi is going towards GBMI school. Here, learners, pay attention. I have written two sentences. In first sentence, it has been written, Ravi is going to GBMIS. It means GBMI school. It means not anywhere, not other place, not hither and thither. He is going only to GB Mother International School. It means to show exactness, to show point, that point is GB Mother, not anywhere. And in this context, it has been used to. We have written towards, it shows that Ravi is going in the direction of Giti Mother, side beside Giti Mother, around the Giti Mother, but not exactly he is going to Giti Mother school. So he is going in the direction of Giti Mother, around the Giti Mother, but not actually Giti Mother. In that context, towards has been used. This is the basic difference between to and towards. To and towards. So here the thing that I want to tell you, especially in this context, which must be understood by you, how it to it and how it towards used. Now next, to and from. To and from. Now I have already told you to modified the exact point, the exact point of place, whereas from should, from is used for separation, from is used for separation, from is used for separation. This is the meaning of the to and from. As I am going to use in sentence, and after it will be completely clarified what is the difference between to and from. As for example, she is going to Patna. She is going to Patna. It means shows completely she is going to Patna. And whenever be used from in this context, it is shown separation. She is coming from Patna. She is coming, C-O-M-I-N-D, coming from P-A-T-N-A. She is coming from Patna. It means it has been shown that she is not coming from anywhere, she is coming from Patna, and it shows the sense of separation that one who will see that she is coming from Patna. This is the difference between to and from. Now I have already described near about most of the important prepositions, and I have told what is preposition. I have also said how is preposition used. How can a correct preposition be used in the sentence? It is the purpose of teaching of the preposition. In the context of the teaching of the preposition, I have told that a preposition is a word used before noun, pronoun to show its relation to some other words in the sentence. I have also told preposition means preposed. Preposed means before noun and pronoun. I have not taught elaborately, but I have taught as per the standard of 10th. If you are learning taught prepositions, thereafter you will be in a condition to write down the correct sentence, and you will learn how to use the preposition quite correctly. Here I have told you some of the important prepositions. Suppose that on, upon, and over. I have used in the sentence, and in the context of using sentence, I have told the book is on the table, the cat jumped upon the table, the hand is running over the head. By using in sentences, it has been made clear, it has been made obvious how does preposition play an important role. How is preposition used? Thereafter, I have also used by and you, which, and I have told by used to indicate the action of the doer before the instrument, before the doer, before the person, whereas with is used to indicate the action before the instrument. It means it has been used in the sentence, the poem has been written by William Wordsworth. The poem has been written with a pen. The letter has been written with a pen. There is completely difference between the two sentences. One followed by and another followed with, and really it is the exactness of the preposition. In the first sentence, the poem has been written by William Wordsworth, and the second sentence, the poem has been written with a pen. Here it shows the action before the instrument, action before the instrument. In this context, I have also shown how was is used, to is used, from is used, beside is used, besides is used. These all are the prepositions, and these prepositions play a very vital role in course of building the sentence. And whenever I have taught you preposition, I have taught you as per your standard. And if you are using all taught prepositions, if you are doing practice all taught prepositions in your own sentences, it means you will be able to learn how to write the correct sentence. It will be very useful and helpful for you. And it is the purpose of the grammar, as you know very well. The purpose of the grammar is to show us how to write the sentence very correctly. In this context, I have taught many terms, and this term that is called preposition is one of them. I have used many of the prepositions. I have shown what are the ways to use all prepositions one by one, and thereafter I suggest you to write all prepositions, to use all prepositions in your own sentences. After it, I will also try to use some of the prepositions in the coming class. Whatever I have told, that must be paid attention, that must be thought by you, and if you are thinking properly, really you will be able to make your English strong, to write down correctly. And today whatever I have taught, that is preposition in favor of your career, in favor of your learning, in favor of your enhancement of knowledge in the field of English. Thank you, my dear